Yo guys, so this is a video on Man United's problems. It's going to be a kind of collection of a couple of them. I'm going to upload, have them set as a upload an hour after each other. So if this one was to go out at 7, the other one will be uploaded at 8, then 9, etc. But part one is basically the stats that goes into it: our ball retention rates, our clean sheets, our possession stats, our defensive stats, our blocks, our mistakes leading to goal, and it just kind of showing our downfall as a club, really, and what is going wrong. And another part will be, in my opinion, the midfield, and another part will just be attitudes. And in that midfield, I'll say why Cristiano Ronaldo has to drop deep. That would be part 2. Which is, my opinion, leads on to the midfield. So let's get onto this one, which is basically just the stats. So if we take a look at that Atletico game, for an example, the second one, 0 goals, 1 goal by Atletico, 1.2 XG, which basically just means how many goals we're expected to score in a match. Atletico 0.6. It basically doesn't really mean much. It just who should be more likely to score. 11 shots to their 8, 5 shots to their on target to their 3, 60% possession to their 40%. Don't really care about possession because it's against Atletico. It just, another thing is, we didn't take our chances. The XG says we should have had at least a goal. We had 11 shots, only 5 of them on target. Should be at least getting, my opinion, should be at least getting a goal out of that, and just proves how bad we play as a team. We don't have a tempo when we're trying to attack. We don't keep possession well. Our passing's not crisp, if you'd say that. If you look at Atletico, any time they win the ball back, it's one-touch passing straight to the other person. Our passing is horrendous compared to other teams in the league. And I don't think there's a stat on inaccurate passes that I could find, but if there was, United would be up there without a doubt. But now I'm just going to get onto the league stats, just what we're like in the league compared to other teams. So I've made a little banner here, as you can tell, compared to other Premier League teams, and it just shows how bad we are defensively and how bad we set up, and on the attack as well. 7 clean sheets, which is out of 11. We're 11th out of 20 teams in the league, which is shocking with the players we have at the club. That's all needs to be said. We'll get back to that. 106 blocks out of 9 out of 20 teams. Again, people not putting their bodies on the line, people not trying to get a block in. Clearances, 14 out of 20. Again, it just shows many times this season we haven't got the ball cleared and a goal come from it. Now, this is the big stat that really annoys me. David De Gea has made 105 saves in the league this season, which is the second most in the league behind Illan Meslier and obviously his Leeds team. That just goes to show players aren't putting in the shift at the back. And as well, the defence isn't being protected either. I think that goes to show, because we're conceding a lot of chances. But as well, as good as Varane's been playing, he has to be under the microscope as well, because is he as good as we're making out this season? Obviously, one man can't carry the defence, but he can't have no blame on his shoulders. Because as we can see, 7 clean sheets this season is absolutely shocking. I think we're tied with Brighton, Burnley, Southampton, and one more team, I believe. And then obviously United have only made 521 crosses, which is 9 out of 20 teams, when we have Cristiano Ronaldo, who, as a threat as he is in the box and he's not getting service. And that shouldn't say crosses, should say corners. Now, 152 crosses, which is the 7th most in the league out of 20 teams. We've scored 1. Just proves that our delivery and players in the box not wanting to win a header. Like, if we look at Harry Maguire, don't want to speak too much about him in this section, but I will. Defensively, he's been poor this season. His passing is way off. And even on corners, he wins the header probably 90% of the time it's directed towards him. He just can't get it on target, or just doesn't get it on target, or either just has no power in it. I think that's a problem. And don't get me wrong, Tellez is a good cross on the ball, but his corners this season, whenever he's been on them, I think have been piss. Half-time they either go way over or they don't beat the first man. And I think these stats just show in the Premier League that we're not a well-oiled unit. Like, our midfield's not covering the defence. Our defence is shocking at times. Our forwards are taking chances. I don't really have a stat for that that I could find. But if I can find one, I'll update, because I'm kind of trying to research as I go along. Don't know, I haven't done it before. But basically, it just proves that as a team, we're not taking chances, we're not putting enough cross in the box, and we're conceding too many chances. Now, lads, another stat that really riles me up, and I think people aren't talking about this enough. People have moved on too quickly, and I think we need change this club in many reasons. And I think, actually, I'm going to make a part exclusively for the management and the owners, because people aren't speaking about that enough. And I really hope, lads, we can get this channel back on track, because I do put a lot of effort to it when people show interest, because I don't like making videos for people, not for people, for nobody to watch them. Kind of demotivates me in a way, but some people do enjoy them, which I'm glad to hear. I always see the odd comment from people saying thanks and that, and I hope I can get this back on track. But yeah, 0 goals, 0 XG, 0 shots. Absolutely shocking. No effort, no passion in a Manchester derby. One of the biggest games of the season, not for our place in the top 4, just one of the biggest games in the season in terms of spectacle. And people and players are putting in an absolute shit show. The only player that can hold their head high in that match was Jadon Sancho with a lovely goal. The rest of them are a bunch of frauds. And I think I'm going to get back onto lineup in one of the 4 parts as well, and who needs to be changed. And I think one of the things I'm going to get onto is, everyone knows how much I love Bruno Fernandes, but my God, has he pissed me off lately. But lads, there's just a few things going wrong with United. I haven't went in depth in the midfield, haven't went in depth in defence, haven't went in depth with many things, because that's going to be in another part. That's just the stats showing why we're just not good enough as a team on the face of it, and we're going to delve deeper into it in the next parts. Hope you enjoyed the video, and check out the other 3 parts, and I'm going to make a playlist. And see ya.